You guys are fine. Good morning. It's July 7th. And I'm the first one out here on the farm this morning. We're taking some open older does to the sale barn today. We're taking them to Platt. And yesterday we started cleaning the barn out of all the panels and things so we can actually clean the barn. It's going to get a little loud in here because we went ahead and yesterday we also sorted the does and the wethers, because Wednesday we're taking the wethers to Sioux Falls. And I need to chase these guys out. Jeez. There's one doe in there, or two does, and of course the boys are chasing her unmercifully, even though they're not bucks. Did you get yourself stuck back there? Back up. Chase these guys out. I go feed these guys and let them back into their water. Okay, so this grain is for our fall doelings. They're getting fed a ration of half corn and half medicated commercial feed. And that's about the only reason we feed any type of commercial feed, is because they need some medication. And this has medication in it to prevent coccidia, which is a stomach parasite in goats, and it's very damaging to them once they get it. So, easiest way is to prevent them. So that's what we do. Because to treat for coccidia is a very expensive thing, because apparently it's really hard to get rid of once they got it. So, like I said, we do prevention instead. Don't know if it's any cheaper, but it's easier than working them with really expensive stuff. You guys are just fine. Stop. Stop. Hi. Hey, come here. Hey, are you wanting grain? Come on. Oh no. Stuck in the feeder? Hello? Hello? Come here. Come here. There's grain. Oh no, that one. Oh. Both of you aren't supposed to be in here. But I'm going to chase you up there so you can have some grain. Oh. Her mom is being sold today. of you. Go on. No, go on. Go on. I don't know why both of you are in here, but yeah, this yard needs to be cleaned really bad, which we will do once we get the weather sold, because these guys then will go with our little spring doelings. Dang, I thought we sold you too. Those two are does that we bought. And boy, if there is not a fence in the world that can't keep them dang things in. They are jumpers. In my mind, that means they should go to the sale barn, because I don't like goats that you can't keep in. All right, July 9th. Out at the farm. Oh, these guys are such pains. It's time for them to go somewhere else. Just trapping these girls out. Hi. And these two gals don't need to be in here. They went through a panel and put themselves in here. Come here, girls. So I'm gonna try and get them back out. We'll see. Without the little kid. All right, Joe. Maybe I'll run the gate if you want to try and bring them up.
Two big ones?
Yeah, we'll see. I'll see if I can sort out the little one. Which I believe I can, if I'm quick enough. Wish this was... Dang, I'm quick. And your mama's gone.
Oh, is that Milk's baby?
Yeah, that's Milk's baby. I know. Feel so bad.
She got pretty sick though this last year, didn't she?
She just kind of went downhill. She's older. She was born in 20-something, 22, I think.
Wow. Yeah?
Well, no, she was like 4 years old, I think. We don't keep many of them, you know.
Right. How many times do we kid them out before we tell them to pick up?
Usually about
Once or twice?
4,
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
Depends on how she does.
For sure.
It's usually been about 4 times, so. Red, we've had the longest, of course. Okay, so had some questions about how we feed our goats, and we use this Country Companion goat feed because it is medicated with I do believe a coccidiostat or some sort. Yeah, to prevent coccidia, which is always good in your younger goats because they're more susceptible to it. The older goats, not so much, but the younger goats. And coccidia, I do believe, is just like a protozoa that lives in the soil. And once you have it on your place, you have it really forever, and almost everybody has it. If you've ever had livestock on your place, usually you do have coccidia on your place. It's just one of those things. So feeding something like this with a coccidiostat in it helps prevent, because once your goat gets coccidia, it's so bad. It causes like black diarrhea because it's a stomach, like I said, protozoa, I do believe. I have to look that up. So we do a lot of the, half and half. Half of this sort of stuff. So these guys get 4. Those fall girls get, since they're slowing down on their growing, they only get 1 bucket of each. 1 bucket of corn, 1 bucket of that. Oh, that looks like maybe we're feeding you guys a little too well. I see somebody has some loose stool. When it's hot, we kind of, you know, ease back on the grain because they don't need the energy like they do in the winter time for the grain. My brother Josiah is helping me today. Joe! I don't know, we have some girls with some loose stool in here. Kind of wondering if we're feeding a little too well. It is just humid. Okay. Hi. So whenever we take the wethers to the sale barn, boy, I tell you what, then it seems like, oh my gosh, we have no goats. Trust me, we do. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. You girls ready? So these are all doelings, except for we did keep back 2 tiny wethers that just weren't growing real good. It happens. Come on, girls! Like this little tiny Tim. They're just some of them that just don't grow as well as others. Come on, guys! Grain time! Grain time! Come on! Come on! I'm gonna grab a whip because sometimes these guys are just pills about wanting to come in. They're like, no, we're good. We're out here grazing. Go and eat. Pill bug. Pill bug. Come on! And then, of course, we do have a little buckling in here. Come on, guys! Come on! Feeding time! Feeding time! Almost got rid of your mommy, Flashy. Oofta! Humid out, girls. Oh no. You guys don't mind. Not really one lick. Oof. Oh dear. Oh, come on. Bottle kid, of course. Just a bottle kid, of course. Yes, you are. Oh, such a pain. All right, Joe, do we want to try and catch him and take him down? Yeah. July 12th. And we're deworming our group of doelings again. The reason being is because we've noticed a lot of tapeworms. Ooh, about slammed my finger in there. I've done that. Okay, so after working the babies, they worked so well and so quickly that we cleared all the panels out of the barn, and we decided to start cleaning it. So yeah, there's a lot of poop in here, guys. It smells really bad over on that end. That smell will come to this end. But yeah, really hoping that we get almost all of it cleaned up tonight or today. It's not even that late in the day, is it? Got my nephew out there right now. He's gonna do a couple of loads, and then my sister's gonna jump on there. I may even jump on. I'm just not as confident, but we've had that discussion. Okay, so we got done scraping it, and now we're gonna put down the barn lime. And what it'll do is it'll continue that drying process, and it makes it pretty hard, the barn lime does, and then it, you know, kills all the flies, eggs, and things like that, and any worms. Okay, so we brought some dirt in because this had gotten to be a low spot, and leveled that as well as we could. And then this is what it looks like when we lay down the barn lime. And it's always recommended that you wear a mask, because breathing that stuff in is not awesome. We always lay it a little heavier on the sides, because, you know, that's where most of the water sits, or any of the ick sits. So yeah, now we're gonna get it set back up. Okay guys, we always think that we're going to put it back together the way we had it, but sometimes it's a little bit different. So here's the gate to come in here, and then this will be a pen that we put our kidding jugs in, another pen there, and then this will be where everybody's at, and then we have some holding pens in the back. So smells much better up here. The flies are down a lot more. So it's a lot of work though, guys, taking all of this down and putting it back up, but we got it done. So now we're ready. All right, I think it's July 14th, and I'm out here baling up our alfalfa hopefully before the storm hits. So just watching the monitor and making sure that I'm filling up the chambers evenly. Not sure if I can do this really good while filming, since I'm still pretty new. And that is the baler back there. Got the inoculant going because it was a little wet today. So, and that there lets me know that I'm almost done with my bale. So we'll see if I get to the end of this. And I do. And I gotta turn my inoculant off because I don't want to waste that. And now I got to make a big turn. So if anybody's watching this and they're like, that's not how you run a baler, sorry. This is how I run the baler. Make a nice wide turn. Inoculant back on. Stop, turn the inoculant off, and watch it do that. And now it's time to dump the bale out. She's out. Whoop, whoop, whoop. closed and turn the inoculate back on, and off I go. So that's how you bail. And then I just fill the chambers up by driving to one side of the windrow for a short amount of time. And then I switch it over to this. And I always like to make sure that I'm checking my pickup, make sure I'm not getting a whole bunch stuck in there. So yeah, that's how we bail. And I'm hoping to get this done before I have to turn the lights on this thing, which I should be able to. All right, July 19th, and I know it's been a little while since I have brought the camera out. It's raining right now, so I'm gonna make sure that the pregnant does find their way into this barn here, because they used to be up at my brother's, and 2 days ago we moved them over here, so they're not quite acclimated to where they need to go. And of course, all this week is rain, 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 rain. So, and it's like 65 degrees out right now, so I worry about them being caught in the rain. Not as worried, or more worried than when it's like 90 degrees and it rains. But at least when it's 65 degrees and it rains, then you don't have to look out for tornadoes. So I'm just gonna make sure that they find their way. Because of course I think the kids have already all ducked into the barn. I'm gonna yell at these girls and see if they want to come in or not, because it's not raining bad. So we decided to bring these girls up closer to the kidding barn, just because they're getting close. Girls! And of course, as soon as I get out there, then it's going to stop raining. Because this isn't supposed to be, I don't think, a bad rain. They have a hard time finding their way because there's really no path. Now I'm going to try and find a path. See where they've been going to find their path. And of course, we built this pen for our weanlings, but it's right along where we dug in water, and there's rocks in there. For goats, that's not a hard thing to navigate. For human beings, it's kind of hard. Goats! Come here, girls! But it looks like this is where they've been walking their path. Hi, girls! They're like, no, we're good. We got this. They were heading for home. Okay, so here's a mowed path. But it's at least a nice day to go out and walk. I have a sweatshirt on. I probably should have brought my raincoat, but... Hi, girls! Girls! Well, they obviously do not want to come in. We'll see if they... We'll see if they do. A little path here. See, there is a path right along here. Yeah, so we mowed this down and got the bales off like a week ago, and it's already coming back up and it's nice and fresh, and they love that. You would think that they would yummy yummy on all of this big tall stuff because it looks like a lot. They like the fresh stuff that comes up. See, I'm kind of surprised they haven't worn a path through here along a fence. Just haven't quite figured that out yet. But as you can see, there's rocks along here, which for a goat is super fun. For a human who's not as agile as a goat, it's a tripping hazard. There, and see, this is a nice clear path. It's just getting to that path. Okay, well, they didn't want to come in. I'm not going to force them. They can handle light rain, and right now it's just a light rain. I thought it was going to turn into a downpour, but the weather says just light rain. Now if it's thundering and lightning and all of that, they would definitely come in. And they probably won't come in the rest of the day if it quits raining, because they won't even need water with this rain on the grass, because that'll be enough water for them. And again, it's not a hot day out, so like this is going to come back really nicely because they're out there grazing. And I think we have, let's see, 60. Wow, I'd have to count them. I think maybe we have 90 head out there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to consult my records. We've switched around groups and everything, and this is gonna be our calves pen. And then we went ahead and bought 21 head of calves. Let's see, I think half of them are bottle calves at least. All right, July 24th. We just keep getting rain, guys. Rain, 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 rain. One day, no rain, 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 rain. Bad storms. But at least we didn't get the 80-mile-an-hour winds. So, looks like we're gonna feed some calves. We decided to diversify a little bit on our operation. And how we did that was to grab some calves. Hello, little calves. Did you want them? Come on. Come on. No? Yeah? Come on. You can do it. Looks like your twin over here decided to come up. Not yet, little guy. Okay, okay. Owie, owie, that's my finger. Calves are a hard thing to too. Particularly since their bottles are so heavy. Alright, that's done to me. Slobber, calf slobber. This is the little guy here. Come on. There we go.
I'll lead him through with the bottom.
Okay. I'm done. I'm done.